Very good evening, guys. I hope you all well. Today I'm going to demonstrate you how you can follow the boards, how you can follow the 20-minute independent driving as you're following signboards. As you all know, 1 in 5 will go without navigation. So 1 in 5 will go without navigation. For example, if 5 examiners are coming out, 1 will come without navigation and rest of the 4 examiners may have navigation handy. So for example, if you're going without navigation, so what will happen? That is what I'm going to demonstrate you. Examiner will tell you to pull up on the left hand side and then he will guide you what you need to do. For example, if there is any turning involved, examiner will say, okay, take second road on the left, then right, and then follow the sign for Manchester City Centre, or follow the sign for Rochdale, or follow the sign for Chester, or follow the sign for Bolton, or any sign. Whatever the sign is coming, he will mention you. Then what you will do, you need to keep following the signboard. The easy way is, when you see any directional board, just follow the directional board, no need to panic. And there cannot be any signboard after some time. So keep following that sign or keep going straight ahead unless you see another sign. And on that signboard, there may be directional written. If it is written right, you will go right. If it is written straight, you will go straight. And if your examiner want to change that direction, then he will say, okay, now you are not following the sign for Manchester City Centre. Now you are following sign for Rochdale. Then obviously you will look for the Rochdale sign. So as soon as you see Rochdale is right, you will turn right. If Rochdale is left, you will go left. If it is written Rochdale straight, you will go Rochdale straight. Same as if you want to change that direction again, he will say, okay, now you are following the sign for Chedderton. So obviously if Chedderton is straight, you go straight. If your Chedderton is right, you will see where it's pointing. So what I will do the same. I will try to create the same scenario. What can be happen in your test? So this is a part of test route where I'm coming at the moment. This is part of Chedderton test route. So I will fully guide you what will happen here. So that is where examiner can tell you to pull up on the left hand side on safe place. So I'm looking for a safe place. There's no safe place at the moment. There are too many parked cars. So obviously I will pull up when I'm safe. Checking any safe place. Yes, I can see after these parked cars, I'm gonna check center left mirror, indicator left. I'm gonna come back after this junction, just after this driveway, well before the bus stop. I'm going to pull up left here. Obviously I'm not stopping on a bus stop. When I stop here, handbrake off the pedals. I will look towards the examiner with the meaningful eyes why he told me to stop. Now examiner will give me directional. He will say, okay, can you see the board on your right hand side? I want you to follow the sign for Manchester City Centre. Now your 20-minute independent drive starts. That's what examiner mentioned. My apology. Examiner say, okay, your 20-minute independent driving starts from here. Now I want you to follow the sign for Manchester City Centre. Then what we will do, we will follow the Manchester City Centre now. So I'm gonna start again, look all around, indicator right, move off. I can see on directional board Manchester City Centre is pointing right. So I'll check center in the right mirror, I will indicate it right. So at the lights, I'm turning right. So there's no other directional board I can see. So what I will do, I will keep going straight unless I will see Manchester City Centre sign again. Or otherwise, if examiner want me to take anywhere else, then he will say, okay, now you are not following Manchester City Centre. Now you are following for Chedderton, or you following Rochdale, or you following Chester, or any other sign. So I will do the same what examiner can say. Okay. So I'm gonna wait for this traffic light. We are on a Stanley Road and we are turning right onto Manchester Road as we are going towards Manchester City Centre. Although this is part of Chedderton test route, but all directions are same. So you can use this demonstration for any test route. Okay, we are following Manchester city center, but I can't see any board, so it's mean I will keep going straight unless I see the Manchester city center. So if Manchester city center is not, I can't see any signboard until 1 mile, 2 miles, 3 miles, 5 miles. Even then I will keep going straight without asking examiner. I will just keep looking, keep rolling my eyeball left and right to follow the sign for Manchester city center to figure out where is the board. So there's no signboard, so I will keep going straight. But if examiner want to change the direction, examiner say, okay, you're not following Manchester, you are following this, then I will follow that. So at the moment, I'm following Manchester city center and there's no board, so I will keep going straight unless I will see the sign. So I can see there's a signboard here in trees. Manchester city center is straight, so I will keep going straight. Now, examiner want me to change the direction, for example. So there will be, examiner will point me well before. So I can see Manchester city center is straight on the board, I can see, but examiner want me to take to Cheddarton. Examiner say, okay, don't follow Manchester, follow Cheddarton. So Cheddarton is right, so I'll check center on the right mirror, move over to the right hand lane. Yes, now I'm following Cheddarton. So Cheddarton, I can see on my left hand side the board pointing me Cheddarton on right, so I'm turning right. I'm not indicating here because I'm already in right hand lane. So you can see how I switch the direction. We are not going towards Manchester city center now, we are going towards Cheddarton. So you can see right in front of me, Cheddarton sign is right, so I'm turning right. So I will keep going straight again unless I see any signboard for Cheddarton. So I can't see any sign here, so I will keep going straight. But I will be very careful. I will keep rolling my eyeball left and right on both sides of the roads to see where the Cheddarton is. If sign is hidden, examiner will guide you himself. So don't bother if this sign is hidden or sign is not visible. Then examiner will say, okay, don't worry, Cheddarton is right or Cheddarton is left or whatever, blah, blah, blah. But if you are going wrong, examiner will correct you as well. So no need to be worried about. So I can see Cheddarton is right. You can see Cheddarton is right. So I will check center and right mirror. I will move over to the right hand lane. Because at the light, Cheddarton is right. So you can see right in front of traffic lights, you can see Cheddarton is right, pointing right, so I'm turning right. See what was the variation when examiner say, or I pull up on the left, and then he has given you direction that okay, now we are moving off from here and follow the sign for Manchester city center. Then we turn right on the traffic on from the traffic lights to follow the Manchester city center. After that, we have seen one board was showing us that direction that Manchester city center is straight, so we keep going straight. After that, examiner wanted us to change the direction. He said, okay, follow the sign for Cheddarton. Then we see on a board direction was right, so we turn right. Now we can see Cheddarton is right again, so we are turning right again. So 2 lane going right, you keep always left lane. Remember, when 2 lane going straight, yours is always left lane. So when you're going right, in 2 lane going right, yours is always left lane unless you turn right and right. Okay, so we are following sign for Cheddarton again here, but we can't see any board. So what we will do, we keep going straight. We'll not ask examiner where the Cheddarton is. We will trust that there will be a board. So I can see there's a very big board on right in front of me and written Manchester city center is left, Cheddarton and Rochdale is right. So what I will do, I will turn right at the lights because I know Manchester city center is left, Cheddarton and Rochdale is right. So I will mirror signal right, so I can see 2 lane going right, so I will keep my car left hand lane. So if we know Cheddarton is right and right again, then what we will do, we'll move over to the right hand lane because we're going to go right and right. But at the moment, Chadderton is showing us right, or Rochester is showing us right, so we're going right. So we are not turning right and right, so we will keep our car left hand lane. So 2 lane going right, we keep our car left hand lane. Traffic light changed. We are stopping here when this white line disappears. It's a quite big junction. When we are turning right, we need to be careful. Traffic on right hand side, we will not try to cut the corner. We'll go a little bit wider. I will show you how you're going a little bit wider, because if you are not going a little bit wider, then you're going to be too close to the traffic on right hand side. Then examiner or your instructor may grab your steering, so that can be a failure. So you will not turn unless you see your line. So whenever 2 lane going right, you keep your car left hand lane. Yes, if you're going right and right, it is good to keep your car right hand lane so you can turn right easily. So we are not turning yet, so I can see my white line now, so I'm turning right here. So because Chadderton was showing us straight right, so we're going straight unless we see the sign for Chadderton. So we'll not turn left, we'll not turn right, we'll not ask examiner where we're going. We will just trust that there will be a signboard. That is what the main thing is. So we need to keep rolling our eyeball on both sides of the road to figure out where the Chadderton is. So still there's no signboard, so we keep going straight. Will not panic. Just keep going straight unless you see the Chadderton sign. So still there's no signboard, so we keep going straight. So still we can't see any signboard, so we keep going straight unless we see the sign for Chadderton. So what we have done so far, we were following the sign for Manchester City Centre, and then we were following the sign for Chadderton, and we are still following sign for Chadderton. But there is no sign now, so we keep going straight until we see the sign. Now we can see signboard on our left hand side. Let me figure out, yes, Chadderton is written straight. So A663, Chadderton is straight. So the how we will keep going straight unless Chadderton is left or right, or otherwise examiner may say, okay, your 20-minute driving finished, now I will guide you. So the how your 20-minute independent driving will work. So for example, if your 20-minute driving not finished yet, then examiner may change direction again, but he will show you the board. So you need to see the sign on the board. If it is written left, you go left. It is written right, you go right. I hope you fully understand. If you don't understand, you can rewind this video and then watch again how to follow the sign. The main thing is you will keep going unless you see another sign. For example, he said follow the sign from Manchester. Keep driving your car unless you see the Manchester sign. Then wherever Manchester sign is showing you, then you follow that sign. I hope you understand. If there's any question, leave me a feedback so I will definitely answer your question.